Hello everyone, welcome to Off the Charts episode 245. My name is Dan and I will be your host once again. Cheers to you all. Just like make it louder. There we go. Anyway, before we start off, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends, hit the little thumbs up and the little bell to be notified when I publish new content like this. Also, one thing I keep forgetting to mention, the link is below, but I also have an Instagram account called Vinyl Records of the Day, where I post a different vinyl record in my collection every day. So check that out. Keep forgetting to mention that. Only took me 245 episodes to do this. So anyway, today's episode is, I've been wanting to do this, but it's about tour books. So tour books that I bought since the first concert I've ever done. For some reason, I bought one for the first concert and I bought them since. It was, I guess, either that or buying a t-shirt. Sometimes I did both, but the reason I keep forgetting to do these is because they are tucked away, or they were tucked away until I took them out today. Like they're hidden away there, so that's why I keep forgetting to do this, because I never think about it because they're so hidden away. So yeah, I used to buy tour books like a lot. Like every time someone went to a concert with Dan, which is me, we're like, "Oh, Dan, don't forget to buy your tour book here." So I bought tour books, and then after a while, it seemed that there wasn't tour books at every concert I was going to, and also there seemed to be, I just never read them or looked at them. Like, honestly, I took them out. I'm going to try to remember stuff from these concerts. But yeah, I took them out and I just put them all, well, they were already all in bands, so some of them I haven't even looked at in years. I would say even a decade at least since I haven't looked at those there. So I'll show you all the tour books that I have. There's at least a good, I'm not going to ramble on too long there. I'm sure there's almost 30 of them. But yeah, I stopped after a while. I'm just like, what's the point? They were getting expensive. It's just pictures, really. But after a while, it's like some tours that just didn't have any. So I'm just like, that kind of, the interest stopped there. But anyway, I just never looked at them. So I haven't seen these in a while. So let's look at them together for the first time in over a decade. But for you, it's going to be the first time ever, right? So this is in no particular order. This is how I found them in the box. So the first one would be Genesis, Turn It On Again. So this was the reunion. Oh, this looks odd one here. Anyway, let's just go through it. It's just pictures. I do like when there's a story, so there's something to read. Some of them were like, wow, I paid money for that. There's some writing in here, so they discuss, I guess, the history of the band. So I saw this on the Turn It On Again tour. There you go, 2007. So I do remember. I don't remember who the opening band was. I remember going with my sister and my friend Sean. So Genesis, Turn It On Again from 2007. This one I definitely remember where I was for this. Motorhead. This is the one time I saw Motorhead on purpose, which was in Ottawa. I believe I was with my friend Pascal for this. Mostly pictures. Not much of a... See, this is where nice and all, but yeah, it's all... It's just pictures, no stories, and that kind of like... Yeah. But yeah, I saw this in Ottawa. This was at the first ever Capitol Music Hall here, I believe. I think the opening band was Priestess. I'm not 100% certain. But yeah, this was in Ottawa in a bar. So Born to Lose, Live to Win. It doesn't even say. Well, it goes 2005. Whatever album came out in 2005, that's the tour I went to see them. So there you go. Motorhead. My first time seeing AC/DC was for the Stiff Upper Lip tour. I loved this show. Great show. Because we weren't too keen on going to see AC/DC. Not that they were, it just didn't interest me at the time. And then me and my friend Steph, this was with my friend Concert Steffi. There's some writing here, so that's good here. So there's some stories, but again, it's mostly pictures. Do not remember who the opening band was. Oh, here's a little story for you. But anyway, absolutely loved this concert here. So what I used to do, and this kills me that I lost it or it erased whatever. I had an Excel spreadsheet with all the concerts I've went to. It was up to date. It was perfect. It was probably 99.9% complete. Maybe some little opening bands here I forgot, but I had the band, the opening bands, and the venue. I guess I probably didn't write the year, but anyway, I had them all in Excel. One day, either it got deleted by accident. I never deleted that there, so something happened to it, or it got, I don't know what the hell happened. I couldn't find it anymore. It was gone, and I was crushed. I was like, oh my God, all this time trying to put that list together. And after that, I was like, do I redo it? I'm like, no, it was too much. I hadn't seen a lot of concert. It was such a good work, and then lost. Anyway. But c'est la vie, right? There you guys. Now I'm doing this YouTube channel. Okay, next one here. Judas Priest for the 2005 Angel of Retribution. I do remember the arena was half full. We're in Ottawa here. So I was like, oh, chances of seeing Priest. There's some good stories here. But yeah, this was Rob Halford's return to Judas Priest. Openers was Anthrax with, I guess, Joey Belladonna was back in the band. It was no longer the John Bush era. I still remember my friend, I guess it was, I went with a few of my friends, and Concert Steffi wasn't there for a reason, but he bought tickets at the last minute because we were all going. And he goes and tells us, oh yeah, you can choose pretty much wherever you want to sit. It's not selling out, so sad attendance, but the crowd was great. Whoever was there, the crowd was great and loud, like yelling priest, priest, priest. I still remember my friend Concert Steffi going, and because there were steps on the stage, and he goes, my God, it took Rob Halford 3 fucking songs to go down from the top of the steps up until the stage. So he didn't look in shape. Let me put it that way. So anyway, that's another one. White Snake Tour. Now this one, I don't I've seen White Snake twice. 2000. What's with 2005 here of late? Anyway, White Snake. Was this the one where it was with? I saw them in not a bar, a big bar. Let's call it that. Le Metropolis. It was either with Honeymoon Suite, but I don't think that's where I got this. I think I got this when they came to town with Dawkins, White. No, because it was a Scorpions show. I guess it's the one at Metropolis. Was Reb Beach in White? Yeah, that's got to be the one at Metropolis with openers Honeymoon Suite and comedian Mike Ward. So this was when Reb Beach broke a string on his guitar, and the other guy came in to fill his leads, and I was like, that's what you call professionalism. It was good. Okay. Okay, so Ozzy Osbourne, Far East Tour 2002. Like, I don't even own this album. Is that... I've seen him once, maybe twice. Was this the show with... Holy fuck, the guy from Metallica was the bass player. I didn't know that. The guy from Fate No More was on drums. Him I remember. Zach Wilde. I don't remember, because I remember it was a Joe Holmes. Well, you can see Ozzy live is a hit or miss. This was the album Down to Earth. I don't remember seeing this concert, to be honest. I don't even know who the opening band was, but Zach Wilde was there. Was that... No, that's not the one with Voivod. I'm baffled. Out of my friends, anybody remember this concert by Ozzy in 2002? Who was the opening band, and was Zach Wilde? He's in the picture book. He's in the tour book. I just don't remember what album this is here. Sorry. Some of these memories, like I said, I did not plan this. I'm going through this blindly. Okay, this one I do remember. The Who. I went with my friend Concert Steffi. This is back in the era where we were trying to go see, and you'll be this there. If it's there. Anyway, The Who. This was after John Entwistle passed away. Now, what? So I do remember the show. Don't remember the opening act, but this is the tour, and I remember. Oh, that's probably the album. Kind of looks like that. I'm not sure what the album is, but the song was called "We Got a Hit." It was actually pretty good. I do have it on. I did buy it off iTunes at the time. I just don't remember what year this concert was. I would have loved to see the 2006 maybe. Anyway, there we go. The Who 2006. Okay, this one is from a while back. One of the best concerts also I've ever seen was the ZZ Top Recycler Tour. Man, was this ever a good show. Who was the opening band for that tour? I don't remember. This one I really do not remember. Because Extreme was for Antenna. And was it George Thorogood? Could have been Extreme. Oh my god, I don't remember. 1991 ZZ Top Recycler. Great. I remember the show itself. One of the best visual shows. ZZ Top is a great band too there, don't get me wrong, but I remember the visuals were very amazing. Lots of women in this tour book. I don't even know what for. Like I said, I have not. Maybe I should do that tonight. Look at them one by one. So here's another one. I do remember the concert. Don't think there was an opening band. But it was when my friend and I, Concert Steffi, were trying to broaden our musical taste and horizons and trying to go see any show possible. No, it's not Tragically Hip. It is U2 for the Vertigo Tour. 2005. I guess I had a good year for 2005 regarding concerts and tour books. I remember the show. I do remember having a hard time getting tickets. That was hard to get. It was by phone at the time too. But anyway, cool booklet there. Anyway, U2 Vertigo Tour. Was that the name of the album or just a song? I don't remember. But yeah, I remember the show though. A little bit too political. Still a good one there. Okay, this one here. This is my nephew loved this composer, or I guess classic. So André Rieu. He's a French. He just plays known hits, but he can sell arenas like just to give you an idea. If I could find a picture of my nephew, how he looked like, I'll post it. With a little tuxedo. Anyway, so I think we went to see him 3 times for this. Anyway, André Rieu, that's another one right here. 2002, I think this was Dream Theater. I think this is one was with King's X and Joe Satriani, I believe, at the Molson Amphitheater in Toronto. So I didn't realize it was for this tour, like World Turbulence 2002. But yeah, it was with Joe Satriani and openers Joe Satriani, and then before that King's X. That was a great show, if I remember. I remember more King's X and Joe Satriani, to be honest. Just remember these guys being very cocky and doing these complicated stuff, then looking at the audience and goes, yeah, we just played that. Oh, Dream Theater. Some of these bands I've never even I've never talked about Dream Theater on my channel. Steve will probably tell me I have, but I don't think I have. Okay, this one here. So the Rolling Stones, this came in Ottawa. I went with my sister because she didn't want to go alone. She loved the Stones. Good show. It's like seeing Kiss, but in a bigger venue, like huge. It was at the where the Red Blacks played, but back then it was the Rough Riders. I'm not even sure what year was this. It was the Voodoo Lounge. Is that what Anybody know what album from the Rolling Stones this is? I am not a Stones fan. I went there to help my sister, and I remember the only thing. Oh my God, was that the show with? Is it either Les Trois Accords, Our Lady Peace, and maybe somebody else as an opener? And Our Lady Peace, what a fucking piece of shit band that is. I do not like those guys. Saw them 3 or 4 times already. Not on purpose. But anyway, that was okay. This one, this is back in the early days here. So Scorpions 90-91. So this was obviously for the Crazy World Tour with opening bands Trickster and Great White. This is probably my second or third show at the time. I forget. I was really starting, there was almost a concert almost once or twice a month at this stage here. So there we go. Scorpions 90-91. Okay, next up, I remember going with my sister for this. Bryan Adams, 2005 again. What the hell is up with 2005? It was a good show. I really don't remember much of it. I definitely don't remember. Wait, I do remember. It was some black woman, African American woman, sorry. The only reason I remember that is because my sister said, wouldn't it be good if she came in to sing remember that song that Bryan Adams and Tina Turner did? It's something Love. I forget the name there. But Room Service. I don't know if that was the name of the album or the name of a song. I remember that was the tour I saw for Bryan Adams here. We just wanted to go see Bryan Adams. We've never seen him. Yeah, it doesn't really say. But there you go. Bryan Adams, 2005. we're halfway done here. My first time seeing this band. I saw them twice on this tour. So Balance, Van Halen. Didn't get to see the Fuck tour. This was good. Not great, I would say there. But yeah, it's mostly pictures. See, mostly pictures you find inside the CD or the singles. Not a great tour book, but anyway, Van Halen Balance from 95, 96. There you go. Okay, this one here, Def Leppard, Rock of Ages. I guess I saw this at the Molson Amphitheater. Steph, not Concert Steffi, but the other Steph. I think I was with you with this. Is that the one? What year? What year was this here? I don't... Well, that helps. I guess there's the X album. I remember Switch 625 from that show. That's pretty much all I remember. Who was the opening band? Was it Cheap Trick? I think. Not sure. 2005. Okay, I don't know what was I just not was I not busy that year that I'm just going everywhere and anywhere to see a concert in 2005. Def Leppard, Rock of Ages, because this is a greatest hits. I have or had this greatest hits on CD. Very good greatest hits, better than Vault. Okay, this one here. I definitely remember this one. So I went with my friend Steph and my friend Pascal, and this was my first time seeing Rush, so it was on the Test for Echo tour. Does it say what year? Not really. Anyway, if you guys are Rush fans, you probably know what year. But anyway, the story for this is, I remember my friend Pascal, we were still working at Loeb at the time. He called in for 3 tickets, and it was near the end of his shift. So let's say tickets usually go on sale at 10 a.m., 9 a.m. back then. Again, this is all done on the phone. He called and he got the tickets like around 4 or 5 p.m. Like it was that late. And we get to the show. We have 3 tickets, and then 3 other bozos have the same seats as us. And we're like, okay, something's up here. You've got 3 tickets of the same seat. We've got 3 tickets with the same seat. We're talking with a security guard, and the guy, it should have clicked at the time, but it clicked afterwards. The guy's like, oh, my tickets are this and that. I remember going to sleep. I don't know if it was slept outside. I was so early. I was there first in line or something like that. And then I'm like, we got our tickets super late. So if you got up that early, you got shit tickets. Anyway, we're talking with the security guard. And while we're talking to the security guard, I guess he was just paying attention to us. We turn around and those 3 guys are gone. So needless to say, we kind of figured out who had the real tickets in that scenario. Anyway, I remember that story. Okay, next up, Snakes and Arrows, Rush. Remember the tour vaguely. Don't remember if there was a... I remember I went with my friend Pascal for this, for sure. The only album I'm missing on vinyl, believe it or not. If anybody out there wants to trade this tour book for a nice copy of Rush, Snakes and Arrows on vinyl, let me know. So anyway, Snakes and Arrows tour. Does it say what year? 2007, I guess. So there you go. Rush, Snakes and Arrows. Okay, this Alice Cooper, I believe this was the Dragontown where we drove all the way to Hamilton, me and my friend Concert Steffi. I'll say that's probably I still love Alice. It's probably my least favorite concert. There's something like these Brutal Planet and Dragon Town albums did not age well, in my opinion, but it is what it is, right? So Alice Cooper, Dragon Town. This was all the way in Hamilton. Does it say which year? This is a very cheap 2002. Very cheap. Alice Cooper doesn't have the best tour books, and you'll see why. This is what started it all. My first ever concert and my first ever tour book for Trash. Again, it's just mostly pictures, a little bit of writing, but it's just like, okay, there's a lot more writing here. Mostly talks about his biography there, but anyway, this was 89. Yeah, 1989. So Trash, my first concert ever. This was with Great White. See, I don't remember who the opening band was for that Dragon Town one. Anyway, Alice Cooper, Trash with opener Great White. Boy, did we not enjoy Great White, let me tell you that. Okay, I'm not a fan of this band, but you know what? When something's in, I did go see the Metallica Black album, and again, I'm not a Metallica fan. They do put on a good show. I've seen them 4 times. I've said that before here. But to make it more interesting, I went with my friend Pascal, his sister, I believe, my sister, and their friend Annie. I forget if we were 5 or 6. Anyway, we went to see this because there was the It band. But the funny part is me and my friend Pascal being interviewed on the fucking radio while waiting in line to get into the concert. Boy, are they... My friend Pascal knew everything about Metallica at the time. I knew fuck all. I forget what I said, but it wasn't very intelligent, I'm sure, there. But I'm sure Pascal had more to say regarding that. But yeah, was interviewed on the rate. It was a 30-second clip there. But anyway, first time seeing Metallica right there. I did buy a shirt. I don't think there was an opening band for that one. It was an evening with. And I remember this one. This is actually a pretty cool tour book. Metallica Death Magnetic. My brother-in-law was supposed to go with his wife, which is my sister. She got sick, so I was like, okay, well, Nat can't go. You want to go for free? Sure. So I saw it. Good show. The best Metallica concert I saw was, I forget it was Load or Reload, whichever one where the stage collapses and there's a guy catching on fire. That one was great. If I saw them 4 times, what the hell was the 4th time? Death Magnetic, Black Album, Reload. Maybe I did see only 3 times. Oh, no. I saw them with my brother-in-law again. We were 8 with my brother-in-law's dad also. Like, it was, oh, what the hell? It's a metal band. They sing Voodoo. The guy's got a beard, brown. I know the name there. It escapes me there, but don't really care for them there. But anyway. Okay, so there's a few of this band here. So this was the first time I saw Iron Maiden. Very disappointing when you're expecting something a la Seventh Son or Power Slave. Although I respect them later on for doing the type of show that they did. It was just not, for a first time, I was like, hardly any effects. But if you're just going to concerts for special effects, well, you're really not going to go see a concert for the right reasons, right? Okay, so there's a cool pose of here, Bruce Dickinson, for the next tour for the Fear of the Dark. So imagine Bruce Dickinson, and imagine these hands, me. That's how close I was to Bruce Dickinson, because I remember him singing, and he went, like, his hair like, you know, when you do a flip in the water there, and all his fucking sweat came on me. So that's how close I was to Bruce Dickinson for that show. So no prayer for the dying. This was with Anthrax, Persistence of Time. And I'm sure I've said this story before, but see, this is the shirt I was talking about. See, it says shoot that fucker, but see, there's 2 bullet holes where the O is, so it looks like it's shoot that fucker. Needless to say, I got told the next day when I wore that at school to go home and change. I'm like, but it's a German airplane, principal. I don't want to hear it. But a guy with the Guns N' Roses, with the girl, with the robot going over the fence and the girl with tits out. Just don't wear that again. Idiots. Okay. This one, Brave New World. This was the return of Bruce. Great show. I forget who the opening. I'm thinking Voivod, but was Voivod for this tour or the reunion? Like, before doing this album, they did a tour with Bruce, like our greatest hits. So Voivod was either for this one or that other one. I just forget. This was Brave New World. Oh my God. Does it say the year? Some nice little pictures here again. Forget what year this. Oh, does it say here? Nope. So here's something that may date this. So Iron Maiden, Brave New World, includes the single The Wicker Man, available on CD, double vinyl picture disc, cassette, and mini disc. What the fuck is a mini disc again? Does anybody have any of those or remember what a mini disc is? I have an idea, but I'm not 100% certain. Again, haven't seen this. I just was flipping through and that word just... Anyway, Brave New World. Forget who the opening band. I definitely remember the opening band for this. So this was the Dance of Death. I believe this was... I know, it's a girl singer. I know, like, it's one of the... It's a girl singer, and she's no longer with the band. There's a new girl singer. Arch Enemy. Don't like them at all, but I remember not liking the opening band because of that singing. I mean, they always do put on a good show, Iron Maiden there, but here you go for that. Okay, what is this? There's first time I'm noticing ads inside of a tour book. Who the hell's Funeral for a Friend? That's a first. Anyway, Iron Maiden, Dance of Death with Arch Enemy. Okay, this one I believe what was a pretty cheap looking tour book, but I think it becomes a poster. So Somewhere Back in Time World Tour 08. I believe we went all the way to Toronto for this. Oh yeah, it makes a huge poster. How about we treat ourselves and I show you how that big poster looks. I've never opened this. There you go. And I think this was the tour where they did Ed Force One, where Bruce Dickinson was driving the plane. Anyway, correct me if I'm wrong. Cool. Okay. Deep Purple, Bananas. This was in Ottawa, I believe, with April Wine. I've seen Deep Purple 3 or 4 times, and there's one I remember. Their set list always is the same. So every concert of Deep Purple I've seen is easily interchangeable. Well, anyway. So this was for the Bananas tour, which I don't mind that album. There's a few great songs on that there. Apparently, it's not a very big fan favorite. I just don't remember the year of this. I think this one was for April Wine. I remember Steve Morse doing a great guitar solo. And near the end, I think we walked up to the stage trying to get picks, but we didn't get any, but could have had a chance. Okay. Next up, Deep Purple again. World Tour Rapture of the Deep. So if that was Ottawa, this could have been Montreal, and I'm thinking Thin Lizzy with John Sykes. Correct me if I'm wrong. I forget what year this is also. No, see, this is, again, I love Deep Purple, but all their concerts looked and sounded the same. So I saw them twice, or could have been the other time we saw them with an orchestra, and you could have taken the orchestra out. It would have not made a difference. The orchestra was not worth it. Let me put it that way. Anyway, Rapture of the Deep. Forget what year this is. Some of these I don't remember looking at. Motley Crue. I believe this was the Carnival of Sins. The big reunion with when they got back together with Vince after. This is before Saints of Los Angeles. No. Is this Saints of Los Angeles? Okay, because... Okay, I get it now. I remember now. This, I believe, is the Carnival of Sins tour, I believe. Because... Steph, you're the expert at Motley Crue. Tell me what tour this was. Or was that the time I saw them in Toronto? I don't think so. Because then you got this, which was the Red, White, and Crue tour. This is Better Live Than Dead. The reason I remember this is... So they were touring, and I wasn't wrong. So Nikki Sixx is telling the audience... I don't remember who the opening bands were for this, by the way. Anyway, Nikki Sixx was going, we haven't played this, or you should know what I'm going to say next, something like that. And he goes, Red. And of course, I was the only idiot in the crowd yelling, White and Crue, because I had the album, it was a new greatest hits coming out. He was introducing Red Hot. But I'm like, my friend Steph, I'm like, fuck, they're touring this album. Why would I not think it's Red, White, and Crue? No, it was Red Hot. So, Carnival. Oh my God, I really don't remember. So it looks like this is the one with Tommy Lee having some sort of white makeup. Steph, I'm going to need your help here, so write in the comments. What tour is this versus this one? Is this Carnival of Sins, and is this the Red, White, and Crue? I forget. I'm realizing that there's a lot. Got maybe 10 more here. Sorry, guys. This is longer than I thought. Aerosmith. I saw this tour twice, so twice and actually in the same venue, which was the Super X Grandstand in Ottawa. Loved this show, actually. This for the Get a Grip tour. So this was my first time seeing Aerosmith live for the Get a Grip. I saw this one twice. So this one was either Four Non Blondes opening, or it was... What the fuck? I was dissing that band earlier. The guy there, Superman. Yeah, Superman's dead. What the fuck is that band's name again? Oh my God, I just said it earlier. Anyway, those guys were there. Our Lady Peace. Very forgettable band, by the way. I really, really do not like them. Okay, and this one I remember seeing them in Montreal, the Honkin' and Hobo. I did not like this concert. Like, it was, to make it worse, the Sens had just been eliminated that same night by the Leafs. I remember going back to my car, which I was parked at my friend Steph's house, with a note written in my windshield. Patrick Lalinde just played his last game for the Sens. It was signed my brother-in-law because he was living near. But anyway, bad. The show, it's like Honkin' and Hobo was... Apparently no one from Aerosmith talks about this album. Forget who the opening band was. Don't even remember what year this was. Whatever. Okay, now last band, which I got a few of them, is Kiss. The tour book for the convention from 1995-96. This was a great one. I'll always remember. So, anyway, just... It's not really a tour book, but it's explaining stuff. It's a pretty good read. It's like a comic book. Some cool stuff here. Like this, I guess Carnival of Souls was in the recording because the working title was Head at the time. So this was supposed to be the artwork for the new album, Carnival of Souls. I forgot about that completely. Okay, this one where me and my friend Steph drove all the way to Cobo Hall in Detroit to see Kiss before the Cobo Hall was demolished. This was in 2009. So you got to put yourself in that time where, at the time, again, in Ottawa or Canada, there wasn't any metal detectors in arenas anymore. It was ridiculous. Like, there was metal detectors going into Cobo Hall, and I was like, go to my friends and I'm like, what the hell is this? Is it this bad of a town? Like, that there's but anyway, yeah. Remember, this is the Alive 35 tour. But I think they made an album, a thing just for Cobo Hall. So there's lots of pictures. Hardly any writing. But yeah, anyway. September 25, 26, 2009. And of course, Psycho Circus 1999. I went to Montreal. I forget who was the opening band for that, but I do remember Psycho Circus in Montreal was Skid Row and Ted Nugent. Skid Row with Johnny Solinger as a singer. So Psycho Circus here, 1999. There you go. This is typical Gene Simmons with trying to sell his bass for $3,000. Some writing, some nice pictures here. 2 million people, 24 countries, 200 shows. There you go. You know what? This would have been a much better album cover than this for Psycho Circus. Wow. That was cool. Hell yeah, that would have been much cooler for an album cover. Oh well. Okay, this one. Oh my god, this is so heavy. So this is, I believe, is this the farewell tour? This thing is huge. I guess I should... Oh my god, it's got all the tour dates ever. Like February... Like, we're talking 1976 here. Like, is there an Ottawa here really quick? There we go. April 22, 1976. Ottawa, Ontario, Ottawa Civic Center. So yeah, this is, I forget what the tour this was for. Is this for the farewell tour? But this is huge, like thick. I mean, thick. Wait till I see huge. It's even worse. This is how thick it is here. I must have paid. Usually those were like $20. Those. This is probably. I don't know. This is the post. This was supposed to be Kiss Alive 4, by the way, the Millennium concert, which was supposed. Let's say it was supposed to come out on a Tuesday. Me and my friend Yan and Pascal went to Record Runner. Just okay, it's supposed to come out that day. We're there, and there's no album coming out today. It never came out. So something happened there. I forget what it was there, but okay. What is this here? Kiss Alive Worldwide 1996-97. So this is probably the reunion tour because this is how they came out at the American Music Awards with Tupac introducing them. Yeah, this has got to be the reunion tour. So one of those must be the farewell tour, Psycho Circus. And I can't tell you where this is from. It's either from, well, it's definitely not from Cobo Hall, Detroit. So it's either Montreal or Ottawa, because I saw this tour twice, Alive 35. This is another, holy shit, there's lots of pictures here. So, anyway. Alive 35. And last, how long has this been going on here? Do I have a timer? No, it doesn't say the time. Anyway, last one, and this is huge. Okay, so my first time seeing Kiss. So this is how big. So here, just to give you an idea, a tour guide usually is about this big. See the difference? This is huge, and I fucking hate it just for the size of it, because it doesn't fit into any. It doesn't fit anywhere. But you know, you had the there you go, the Sphinx. That's what I'm. So this was a great show. First time seeing Kiss live, and of course, what I did find funny or cool. Oh my God. Gary Corbett. There you go. Keyboards from Hell. It's got all the roadies, so he was playing little keyboards in the background. But yeah, first time seeing Kiss. So Hot in the Shade tour 90-91, because I remember it. Hot in the Shade didn't catch on until Forever was released as a single. So they started touring it smaller, and when Forever caught on, then the Sphinx and the whole thing came out. Then before that was just a normal stage there. So that's it, but I've just got one little wild card, and I didn't realize this was here, but this is also a concert, but not a rock concert. I went to see the Star Wars in concert. I believe this was one with my sister, where they had an orchestra playing the whole Star Wars music. A sold out arena in Ottawa there at the Palladium there. I think it was hosted by Anthony Daniels. He plays C-3PO. So, my God, I don't even know how long this is there, but anyway, hope you enjoyed the. So this is going to be one of those episodes where there's not going to be a part 2 at all. I'm done with tour books. And I'm saying that now, I'm probably going to go read them and go, oh my God, would it be fun if I started collecting those again? Don't do it, Dan. There you go. So yeah, that's my episode for tour books. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you've seen any of these concerts live, if you own any of these tour books, and let's get the chat going. So again, before we start off, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe, tell your friends, hit the little thumbs up, and don't forget to visit my Instagram page, Vinyl Records of the Day. Again, the link is below. where I post a different vinyl every day for the last 3-4 years. So there you go. On that note, have yourselves a great whatever, and we shall see you guys next episode. Take care. Bye bye.